Welcome to an episode of Rich Talks BS. I'm your host, Rich. The NFL Conference Championship games. For a lot of people, it fell the way it should. For others, kind of a surprise. I've actually called this matchup twice in previous videos. I kind of went back on it a little bit, kind of seeing something different in Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to actually take the win over the Bucks. But that's what I get for second guessing myself, and I saw what the outcome was going to be early on. From the beginning of the season to the beginning of this show. I've called it Chiefs Bucks twice, maybe more than that. But from midseason to the Bucks Chiefs game, I said that it looked like it was going to be a Super Bowl rematch. It's very possible, and that's how it went. Bucks Packers, Bucks 31, Packers 26. I mean, you had Tom Brady, who threw for 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, compared to, Aaron Rodgers' numbers, 346 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Brady got the win, but Aaron Rodgers got the stats. He showed that he is the better quarterback. It came down to the play calling, from going for a field goal on 4th down in the red zone, inside, the 10, and not going for it. Just, to me, it didn't put LaFleur's confidence in Aaron Rodgers and his defense, which had actually been playing really good in that second half, compared to, 3 interceptions in the second half. This defense got 3 interceptions in the second half. This defense was stopping Brady. They had their stops, they had their moments, but it just showed that there was not enough confidence in this Packers team to close it out. LaFleur went the safe way with the field goal and not risking it, not taking that risk on Aaron Rodgers and, securing a touchdown. Even Fournette had 12 attempts, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. Godwin with 5 catches, 110 yards. Evans with 3 catches, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown. To even Cameron Brate and Scotty Miller had a touchdown apiece. Shaq Barrett with 3 sacks and JPP with 2 sacks. All 5 sacks from the team, from that defense, came from those 2 players, which, they shook up Aaron Rodgers in that first half. They were hitting him. They were getting to him fast, hard hitting, just like I said, the 5 sacks alone. And it just, this Bucks defense was looking real scared from the beginning of the game. They were just fast, hard hitting, just boom, 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 and nonstop. And they looked really good. On the Packers side, yeah, Jones with 6 attempts, 27 yards, and he had a fumble loss. Valdez-Scantling with 4 catches, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Adams with 9 catches, 67 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tonyan had a touchdown, which gave him the 11th for the season. That's pretty big for a tight end. And Jair Alexander had 2 picks. Aaron Rodgers also became the first quarterback in NFL history to lose 4 straight conference championship games. Not a good feeling. You saw the expression when he was sitting on the sideline as the time was, the seconds were ticking down, and it just showed in his face that it's devastating. It's kind of a confidence killer, but Aaron Rodgers is too good for that. His confidence is too high. His self-esteem is too high for him to fall that low. And Tampa becoming the first team to pretty much host the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's in Tampa. They're in the Super Bowl, first team to ever do it, and could be the first team to win. And that's going to be crazy, which there's a chance there. Um, Brady has 33 career playoff wins, and that's twice as much as the quarterback that's in second, who is Joe Montana, and he's had 16. Um, this Packers team got some work to do. Aaron Rodgers just, asked for a contract, asked for another contract, and you got a few, free agents there, especially with Aaron Jones and Alan Lazard. I think there's an offensive lineman who's also a free agent. Some of those, that role players that you need to get this team back to where they were. Top of the NFC, one of the best teams in the league. Um, Offense was on fire. They were going, just playing great. And to come that close to going to the Super Bowl was pretty good. It was pretty, was a good morale builder, I guess, that could start. And then with Tampa on the road, 3 games, win 3 road games to play a home Super Bowl. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Brady again doing Brady things, and with Aaron is he's letting Brady do more of the coaching, more of the decision making, more of the play calling, and we're seeing where that's taking them, and that's taking them to the top. Took them to the Super Bowl. Let's see what happens in the Super Bowl. And for their opponents, the Chiefs had the Bills 24, Chiefs 38. And even the Chiefs defense stepped up so much. They've been stepping up these past few weeks and in this postseason that, they surprised me. I wasn't expecting for this defense to play as good as they did and to stop Josh Allen and the Bills the way they did. It was a very impressive win. They put their foot on the gas and never let go. The Bills, on the other hand, for some reason, this game was just slow paced. It was not a Bills paced game. For the past few weeks, even going towards the end of the regular season, they were fast paced, hard hitting, scoring points, putting up numbers, and it looked like they were doing it with ease. Either they were tired or for some reason they let the foot off the gas. Chiefs had 6 games or so, with that they won 6 points or less, and it looked like they were just, not in it, or they kind of looked tired, but they kind of pulled a Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor move. Floyd does it anyway. He's gonna let you do what you do, you tire yourself out, and then boom, go in for the kill. The Chiefs did that with the Bills. The Bills were, putting all their energy in their games week after week after week, putting up these big numbers. Chiefs, being conservative, that's what it seemed like. That's what was going on anyway. And then boom, knockout punch. They took off on this Bills defense, which is not that good anyway. Josh Allen with 287 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had 7 rushing attempts for 88 yards. Singletary with 6 attempts, 17 yards. Cole Beasley played the postseason with a broken leg. Even for him to play with a broken leg, he mentioned, pop some meds and suck it up. To be playing on a broken leg, he had 7 catches for 88 yards. And he had his moments where he was taken out, and you could kind of tell his minutes or his time on the field was limited. Stephon Diggs with 6 catches, 77 yards. Diggs didn't look like Diggs. Knox had a touchdown. Tyler Bass was 4 for 4 from field goals. 4 for 4 from field goals against this Chiefs team. If you want to beat the Chiefs, it's not by field goals. And then you kicked 4 of them, which I'm pretty sure, and I believe 2 of them were close enough to go, for it on fourth down and at least either get the first down or try to score. But to kick 4 field goals is crazy because that's not how you beat the Chiefs. That's not how you keep up with the Chiefs. Because when Mahomes gets going, he's going to get going. He had 325 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Darrell Williams with 13 rushing attempts, 52 yards and 1 touchdown. Edwards-Helaire had 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 9 catches, 172 yards. Travis Kelce with 13 catches, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The first team to have two players to have multiple 100 more receiving yards in multiple games in the postseason. Like, you can't stop Travis Kelce. 13 catches, and you can't keep up with Tyreek Hill. I mean, Cheetah was all over the field. There was a play where Cheetah went from the right side of the field to the left side of the field, and he actually looked like a cheetah running through the Sahara, running and getting around trees and getting around rocks, to get where he needed to get to. And it was crazy that he is that incredibly fast, and they cannot put a hand on him, even when they're 3 feet away from him. Hardman had a touchdown. He had a fumble loss on the punt return, which the Bills recovered. Like I said, this Chiefs defense was impressive, and they surprised me. They had 4 sacks. And with Mahomes, first player in NFL history with 300 more passing yards, 3 more passing touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in multiple playoff games in the first 4 years. This Chiefs team was incredible and looked very impressive. They knew what they had to do to reach the Super Bowl again. And now we got Chiefs, Buccaneers. Mahomes versus Brady. I cannot wait. A lot of people cannot wait for this game to go down because you got what people are calling the future GOAT versus the GOAT. Brady's going for 7. 10 Super Bowl appearances. That's more than pretty much most of the teams in the NFL. And it's crazy that it's just this is how you knew it was him and not Belichick. Belichick's the mastermind. Yeah, Belichick is always going to be known as the mastermind behind Tom Brady. He calls the plays, but Brady is seeing the field. Brady is making Brady decisions. Like the passes that he made against this Packers defense was crazy. A few of the drops, shouldn't have been drops. A few of the passes that was fingertips away, which, he threw it just a little too hard. But those other passes that he created and that he thrown and caught by his weapons were good. AB was missing. Gronk had a catch. Gronk, is not doing many things, but he is being used strategically. He's coming in. They're coming in. Buck's coming in anyway. Brady's coming in with 2 tight ends, and Cameron Brate is the receiving tight end, and Gronk is the blocking tight end. And the way that they're playing, this Chiefs defense is going to have their hands full. I think it's going to be a little bit more easier for the Bucks defense than it is for the Chiefs defense. This Bucks team is going to try to shake up Mahomes real early in this game. If they do, he's got a lot of getting his head back in the game if that happens, and especially in the first quarter. This defense is ready. They're ready for Mahomes. They know he's mobile. This defensive line is fast, scary, hard-hitting, smart, and they're just that good. All season they've been one of the top defenses in the league, and they're ready. Chiefs really don't have a rush game. And that's going to make it a little bit more easier for this Bucs defense to settle down on Mahomes. And that's what they did with the Packers. The Packers didn't have a bad rushing game, but they stopped it. And that put Aaron Rodgers in a situation where it's going to be mostly passing. And the Chiefs are okay with that. They did that against the Bills. They were okay with the run game being, decent, but that passing game is what really did it. It's going to be very interesting. I can't wait. February 7th, Super Bowl, and it's just a Super Bowl to see. Well, that's all the BS I have for this episode. Until next time.